Hi, darling. This video is titled The PulseChain Scam. And it's kind of a joke because there is no scam. But I want to tell you something. You know, in real world, we have politics. And the politicians are on team red or team blue. There's a few in like team green and team yellow. Now, we all know they all worship bugs. Most of them eat bugs. Sometimes the orange dude, he doesn't like eating bugs, but you know, ultimately at the end of the day, the bug overlords in the background control everything on the puppet strings, and it's just a matter of time. So we know that the game is rigged. I mean, even Simpsons made episodes about it, right? However, you know, at the end of the day, humans, we like to choose between one or two. Even though we know we're getting scammed, we still appreciate the illusion of choice. Now, it might trigger some people for me to say that because it feels like I'm sticking my sausage into democracy. But yeah, I'm sticking my sausage in democracy, and it's a fake democracy, and we know it. But obviously, we do like the illusion of choice. Otherwise, we would be revolting today, and we don't. Now, what I'm going to do now is tie it into crypto and PulseChain. You see, friends, right now, we have our own Team Red and Team Blue in PulseChain, but it's more like Team Flowers and Team Orange. Now, Team Flowers is obviously Atropa, and Atropa obviously have a beautiful ecosystem there, and even me saying the word beautiful, like a garden, okay? It's got many, many little, like, you know, tentacles and like ivy weeds spread out everywhere, and it's got like a symbiotic, you know, liquidity grabbing, basically arbitrage system. Yeah, I know, friends, a lot of people dress up the geniusness of it, but it's very simple. It's like a little buy and burn tax happening in there. There's like 10 different pools. Someone buys in one coin, and then there's friendly arbitrage bots. They just arb everything else, and they use that money to go route back into the pool. It is what it is. You need volume and activity and interest to continue. If you don't have that, the bots have nothing to arb. Okay, so it's not. I mean, he's dressed up like a cheat code. It's not really a cheat code. You know what I mean? You still need the interest in the first place. It helps to build the narrative. Now, Tang Gang have their own different, like, you know, garden. But it's an orange tree, and there's just oranges everywhere. And this orange tree, luckily for us, grows bananas and pears and little dick butts. And, you know, maybe there's a little Pikachu that runs around here and there. It's also got some pineapples. It's got a little Donald Trump appearing, right? More oranges. Now, what's actually been happening is there's obviously the Atropa ecosystem, the fans, you know, Pete Eye and Teddy Bear and stuff. There's a battle with, like, Tang Gang guys. And everyone in the community, friends, I love every single one of you. 98% of us, everyone watching my channel, everyone on Twitter, you're like, cool, I'll own both. Yeah, good, you listen to me. Awesome. Non-friendship advice, or is it? Because, friends, I'll tell you, I'm like, dude, I own both. And sometimes, you know, the vocal minority who are very passionate, very needed, will come out and get very ferociously angry. And they'll say, no, the other team sucks. The oranges will say, no, the flower power guys, they suck. And the flower power guys will come out and say, no, oranges suck. Now, here's the thing, friends. A lot of people get upset. And look, I'm just going to show you. Look, for example, we have Mr. B Roots, who's basically fudding 9mm exchange. Now, you friends, you know 9mm exchange is a DEX. It's on PulseChain Exchange. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It has a lot of the meme coins on there. And here's the thing, right? So you have Mr. B Roots fudding, and then Maria fudding as well, which is the 4L41 dev. But then the bug ends up being fake, so it is really FUD because it ends up being fake. But they're just throwing shade out and stuff here and there. And man, friends, let me just tell you something. This is the thing, okay? I'm gonna tell you what you're actually playing for. Okay, they're gonna reverse engineer your success right here. Now, I'm gonna play for you some nice gentle pump music because we have to go into the mind of a winner. Okay, and this winner's wearing a Pikachu hat. Now, in the future, Ethereum, meth, it's like $7,000 a pop. Okay? Vitalik has beamed the green candles into Ethereum. It's now $7,000 a pop. Ricardo Corazon, who controls the PulseChain Sacrifice wallet, has 170,000 Ethereum. So now his wallet is worth 1.2 billion with a B dollars. Now, that's a lot of money. He is probably going to repeat his actions of earlier this year and rotate the money into the chain more. And probably reprice Pulse, PHEX, PulseX, Inc. higher. And Inc. EHEX may or may not be bought. We don't know. It hasn't been bought yet. Okay. And pretty much everything just goes up. Okay. However, in this world, there is the potential for a forced Altseason. Okay. Forced. Now, I use the word forced because back in 2021, there was a snow-themed chain called Avalanche, AVAX, the red triangle dudes, and they forced an Altseason. And I think they injected around 250 million American dollars into the chain during 2021. And they had like a bridging season. And everybody rushed into the chain and they traded on Trader Joe, their DEX, and they moved assets around, got rugged everywhere, back and forth, gaming and DeFi and all these other things that went to zero. It doesn't really matter that they all went to zero. They all went and had fun. Now, here's the thing. That's 250 million dollars. What do you think is going to happen to PulseChain if Ricardo Corazon injects his $1.2 billion sausage into the chain? What do you think? You go, oh my gosh. If Avalanche had an Altseason, how big is the PulseChain one going to be if we are injecting a sausage 6 times larger? Think about that. You are penetrating with a sausage 6 times larger. People have to notice. Okay, this wiener casts such a big shadow that it can't be ignored. You see? There's nowhere to run now, friends. Now, this giant Altseason, you got to think about who's bridging in. And the answer is non-believers. They don't like Richard Hart. They don't like me. They don't like you. All right? They don't even like themselves. They're Soyboys. They have papyrus hands. Their names are like, Paper Hand Pete and Lettuce Hands Larry and Soyboy Steve. So these people, they're losers. They don't know how to buy though. They are waiting for big trends to form, and then they're waiting for those trends to become so monstrously large that every single influencer is talking about them, so they can finally rush in, have 1 month of fun at the top, and then lose everything. That's why they're going to be here in the next 2 cycles and still not make it. So what we're doing now, friends, we started with the injection of the $1.2 billion sausage into the ecosystem, and now I'm trying to get into the minds of who's actually going to be bridging over. It's non-believers. Now, are they silly? No, they're not. Not at the time, because now the sausage is so large and it casts a shadow so big they can't ignore it, friends, here. Okay, now this $1.2 billion sausage coming in, people will be jumping in because this is an investment thesis, right? They still haven't made it in crypto. They have FOMO. They are chasing green candles. Now, this is where the speculation part comes in. And you don't really have to take much speculation because I'm here to give you the cheat code and the answers. But when a spear goes up, which is PulseChain, which is literally this sausage spear, when that goes up, do you think every person who bridges in, do you think all of them are just going to buy the spear? The answer is no. Of course they won't. We have seen it on Ethereum. We have seen it especially with Solana. We've even seen it on Coinbase, right? Coinbase's spears Ethereum, yeah? When people bridge in, they don't go just by the spear. There's a certain percentage of gamblers, participants, and just psychological wealth effect people who want to spend the money. And they want to go play in the smaller altcoins. They call it, the leverage altcoins, the lottery ticket altcoins, the subculture communities, all these terms for it. Basically just smaller altcoins that just, they're just firecracks. They're just slingshot. So I call it slingshot leverage, okay? Remember, it's upgraded from the term leverage because we have to distinguish ourselves from traditional leverage where you are playing with other people's money, just like you're playing with other people's willy, which you should never, ever do, friends, okay? You want to be playing with your own leverage. So leverage within the ecosystem, that's your own money, okay? So now you are getting into the mind of a user coming. You're like, okay, I can see the Altseason coming, okay? Richard Hart's rotated it in, and now people are rushing in. What are they going to buy? Now it leads us to the PulseChain Scam. Now the scam is this. It's not really a scam. Of course it's not a scam. It's a joke term. The scam is you have the flower power guys, Atropa, on one hand, and then you have the Tang gang on the other. And they're both going to be fudding each other. Okay? And people rushing in, they have different personalities. Tang gang is a bit more spicy, a bit more tangy, a bit more rebellious, a bit more free speech-ish. You know what I mean? Tang gang are going to attract those people. The rebels. The flower power guys in Atropa, they're just going to attack a different type of personality. You know? These people, you know, they probably, I don't know, they're hippies. And some of them like really smart. They remind me of like that Goetzel guy. They're like AI lovers, really intelligent, you know, like high IQ, mathematics people. You know, it's just a different personality type. Now, just like the political system, this is our information asymmetry because I'm telling you this ahead of time. Okay, with a straight back and of course very, very sharp elbows. The scam is that there is no like Team Flower or Team Orange. There is none. It's the same team. Just allocate to both. You win. There you go. Okay? And they're both going to be like forcing liquidity from each other. You win, friends. You win. This is the most amazing part of markets. Because we are so underpriced, like imagine bookkeepers out there would let you bet on both more Joe Biden and Sir Donald Trump. And no matter who wins, you win a positive payout. Just imagine they let you do that. Wouldn't you love to go to that bookie and clear him out for everything he has on offer? Yes, you would. Imagine a bookie let you do that. They go, hey, here are the odds for Joe Biden and here are the odds for Donald Trump. I mean, you're like, oh my gosh. You know, they're both paying 3-1. You're like, wait a minute. If I put $100 on one and $100 on the other, I'm getting a 3-1 payout. So I've spent $200, but whoever wins, I'm going to get $300. Sweet. Wouldn't you literally go to that bookie and sweep them for everything you have? Yeah. Well, that's why I'm telling you, friends, this big fat giant wiener that they can't ignore, if that appears, that's what you have the opportunity to do right now. So when I see this, like, B-Roots is on the Flower Power team, and then you have Tang Gang, this is like showing the audit reports and all this FUD going back and forth. When I see that, I love it because they have revealed to you and I that they are the prominent faces, the communities out there. Okay, they're like sticky. They're at the forefront, friends. You know, like in like US politics, we all know the independents and like the greenies. You know, the hippies. You know, they got no chance. No chance. They're like, why do you even get votes? Just people like, I want to rebel against the system. That's kind of like people who throw like dog shot votes into these guys. They're like, we know you're not winning, but screw everyone else. You know what I mean? But this is amazing. They're letting us bet on the biggest representatives, the biggest teams for dirt cheap prices. Now, the most amazing part of all is like I can actually show you that their prices are dog shit cheap. And dog shit in a good way. Friends, this is actually the yummy dog shit, the fertile dog shit. Okay, so the prices, for example, like on PDI, look at this. PDI from this price point is down, there you go, 67%. Just like everything else, there's a discount here. Let's change it to the pulse ratio price. That's actually a very nice chart. This is only down, yeah, sweet. It's about 45%. It's in the box. Isn't that beautiful? So if you want to accumulate, you can. There's also a Atropa here on the left-hand side. Same chart. They're all liquidity linked. Pretty much the same chart. Here you have Teddy Bear as well. How much is Teddy Bear down? There you go, 62%. Same thing. Now you have HOA. And put it on a regular chart. How much are you down from the top? I mean, you're down nothing. 47%. That's very, very strong. That's USD price. And we know the SPI's been going down. I mean, like, this is a freaking... this is a joke retracement. It's only 30%. But they're beautiful. Now, their market caps are tiny. HOA, for example, I'm going to open up right now, is only 6 million market cap. Now, Pika is one of the biggest, but Pika's got a very strong narrative, friends. Remember Diddy, you know? So you have, you know, I think Teddy Bear's got 17 million market cap, but you have these opportunities here where you can participate. Now, there's many others you can also grab, friends, and I can just show you right now. So you can look at, for example, you know, put other parts of the Tang gang. So you have DickWifButt, 3.3 million market cap. Once again, you can have a look at it here. See, that's down. There you go, discount zone, 50%. You can also look at like Peach. Okay, there are many, many, many others we can look at. This is Peach, only 600K market cap. Look at that, it's even deeper in the box. You see that? You can look at Peach. There's Milk as well. There's Na. You can also see all of these, friends. I mean, like, it's 1 million market cap. Like, you know, friends, I don't want to use the term free money, but you know it's free money. Look how tangy they are. All right, so this is basically the opportunity. Now, what's your risk? Your risk is that they kind of lose their flair and another community pops up and arises. But luckily for you and me, we love that other community as well. You got the 9-inch system, okay? If you want to buy the cheap discounts of the influencer coins like SolidX, start DCA buying. 9-inch, Poor Pleb, yeah, sweet, you can get him as well. Okay, problem solved. So we've rigged the game because what's our advantage, friends? We are in here before the non-believers rotate in. Like, we know, oh, I'm just going to bet on every team. I'm going to bet on every team right now. You can only pick one of these. Okay, so isn't that great? You can see. Now, here's the thing. You can even go to, say, your friend Sommi. You can go to my Telegram, and I can tell you right now, this is like secret alpha edge, friends. I have 2 times more Telegram users than the whole Tang gang. Just me. Just reading my announcements and in my channel. Okay, 2 times more. You can go check it yourself. T.me, your friend Sommi official. Please don't go join the Jeet ones, friends. There's a lot of scammers out there impersonating me. And they even write baby dolls in the description and stuff. So, okay, just be careful, okay? I'm not asking for any money ever, ever, ever. And yeah, I don't need you to wire me $50 to like an Indian union account, okay? So just be careful. Now, here's the thing. One of the coins I like is Pika. So, I mean, I'm spelling it out for you. I mean, friends, I have 2 times the followers of Tang gang. And there's another coin similar to Tang gang universe, like linked with PPAP, but not really, but it's kind of like, it's in the same grove, you know what I mean? Like, it's in the same area. And I can tell you right now, from the holders, there's a lot of holders. Actually, it's funny. If you just go check all the Pika top holders, they're all holding Tang gang coins. We're all holding Tang gang coins. You know, have like a bit in there. It's community takeover. I'm just trying to help you, friends. You know, I'm just trying to help everyone. Just sharing information here. So you have Pika, which is celebrating friendship of Pikachu and Pikatoro. Okay, so it's got the edge. I'm just showing it out here. Now, do you think we're gonna be more loud or less loud when 300,000 cucks bridge over to PulseChain because they haven't retired yet from the bull market, and the fat dude twerking didn't scam? He's actually doing the opposite of a scam. He's now throwing out $1.2 billion. Do you think we're going to shut up? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Friends, if I'm talking this loud when there's red candles, you better believe I'm not going to have any underwear on once these candles switch up green. So I'm just helping you. You're mapping out. We're reverse engineering. Okay, I want to get to success. Okay, what I got to do? Okay, go back and then back and then back and then back, which is where we are today. So that's the PulseChain scam, right? The scam is there's a certain number of communities And that's it. And you know they're all going to have a megaphone. So when people join into the chain and they're like, okay, I'm finally capitulating. I got to get money off this fat dude twerking who's now injecting $1.2 billion, right? It's funny. These people think they're smart. Now, they are going to probably FOMO into any of these altcoin selections. I mean, you have every opportunity right now. You're like, oh, okay, you guys are going to choose from the loudest bunch when they appear. Sweet. How about I get the loudest bunch now? Now, this is all the coins we buy, friends. This is the thing, okay? You can also, if you want, friends, participate in UpX. I've already made a lottery ticket videos on that. I'm just trying to remember. Trust me, there's so many other communities. You can also get PTGC, the Grays currency as well. You can have a look at them. So shout out, I love you guys. Trust me, I love every single one of you friends. It's just that there's a lot. And a lot of these are just strong as shit. No one's going away, friends. They're just not going away. So that's your big competitive edge, right? You got to think about this, friend. Remember what happened to BONK. Okay, remember Solana. So I'm going to show you this. So Solana from here, from like a year ago, Solana goes up and pops up 13x. Okay, but what does BONK do? Okay, BONK during that time, you can actually see it right now. BONK does from, here you go, from like June, this is June next year, even though it dropped, you know, it's 40% from that. BONK goes up 159x. See? Solana, 13. BONK, 159. So if you actually want to see the real movement, you can do BONK USD divided by Solana USD, which is here. I've manually constructed the index and you have it right here. So let's go back to June. In 12 months, this ratio went up, bang, 21x. So pretty much, if you put one Sol into BONK a year ago, it went up to being worth 21 Sol at the top. And once again, that's not measuring from the bottom. If you want to be someone who measures from the bottom, my gosh, like, this is like an insane, obviously I don't like measuring from the bottom. I'll do it from here, but like you made 48x, okay? Isn't that sweet? I mean, friends, I'm just joking, not joking. Like anything over 5x, you've smashed it out of the park because you're outperforming a spear by 5x that outperformed Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like, whoa. Okay, that is when you're looking at PLS ratios, like DickWifButt PLS. That's exactly what you're looking at, which I'm just going to show you right now. Or let's look at like Pika, for example. Okay, let's look at Pika PLS ratio. So this is where the magic comes in. Oh my gosh, what a chart! What is it? You know, not financial advice. This is a group of people who said, over my dead body, am I selling this under a 40 million market cap? No chance in hell. Nah, Dev, you can't get back in, brother. You can't get back in. Now, see this ratio number is 60. So basically, I mean, this is the biggest joke price of all time, by the way. Look how small it is. So if this trades at 600, which is a 10x from today, you've killed it, right? Because if this goes up one day to 600, you got to think what that ratio is. You've done a 10x on Pulse. What if Pulse does a 10x on today? So you've now done 10 times 10. You've done 100x. And there's a 200 million market cap coin. So, look, but here's the thing, right? There's a lot of cheap coins. Which ones do you get? Well, that's I'm kind of helping you identify. Okay, friends, just like Ansem in Solana. Like, it's literally the equivalent of you go back to Solana a year ago and you go, all right, I don't know if Solana's going to be the first one to move. However, if it did move, I probably want to get the coins that the biggest Solana believers like. And what you would do is you would go find Ansem, okay, and say, hey, stop tweeting OnlyFans girls for 5 seconds and tell me the coins you like. And then he would probably tell you, yeah, I like BONK. I think he did like BONK, all right? You see what I mean? So you can go reverse engineer that, and now we can go to every single other chain and go find all the biggest influencers, which coins they like. Now, it's cumbersome to really go and do that, and a lot of them have left the station. Really have, like, for example, Redo on Telegram has, like, gone up. It's like 100x. I'm not joking. It's literally up 100x since, like, Feb this year. Okay, now you're buying the top of, like, I hate to say it, shout out to Crypto Banter, I love you guys, but also, like, you guys are top single-ish. Like, you've already exposed the coin to 850,000 people. Congratulations on all your subs, by the way. 10% growth in a month. Yeah. That's not undiscovered. That's after discovery. Okay, people have already heard about Telegram chain. That's an extra 900,000 people. Okay, now that 900,000 people pretty much on crypto banter world, they don't know what Pika is. They don't know that there is literally a group of people celebrating the friendship between Pikatora and Pikachu, and there's a song made about them. They don't know that. They don't know what the flower power dudes are in their Atropa land. They don't know about Mr. Too Spooky. They don't know about Na Na Na, Freedom of Peach, and a big fat booty. They don't know about DickWifButt being the oldest meme literally in the world. Ancient Romans were drawing dicks everywhere. They don't know about that, okay? They don't know about Mr. B Roots. Well, they kind of do because he went and put Teddy Bear on there, but they've just forgotten about it, okay? So that's your information asymmetry fence. But you got to remember, why is this so deep value contrarian? It's because, look, you'll do well just in PulseChain itself and the core coins, but we are like so degenerate. We are going so further deep down the risk curve that we not only need Ethereum to go up, we now need PulseChain to not be a scam from Richard Hart. And then we are now predicting not only Richard Hart to like not be a scammer, for him to move money in, be like pretty much a crypto Robin Hood, if you will, and just throw out money everywhere. And now we're trying to predict the chaos and people's behavior patterns when they come in and bridge in. But, you know, if you get this right, you're sitting on a retirement for life. That's why markets are amazing. You get this right once, you retire. No jokes, no exaggerations. You literally retire. Not up for debate. Now, like I said, you don't even need to go that step further with those lottery ticket coins, because please, friends, if we get this wrong, it's a big boo-boo, you know what I mean? But if you get it right, now here's the thing. A lot of people, friends, even like Ivan, everyone else is like, you know, friends, I'm not joking, 3 people, Ivan, CryptoFace, and I forgot who else. But I forgot your name, gentle sir. Some other influencer out there, they've all said, I'm not joking, this is funny. They've all said they just want PulseChain to pump now because they're seeing your friend Sommi videos and they're like, I feel so sorry, man. This thing better go up. I've never seen someone standing. How is he talking positively about this thing that just keeps going down every single day? Friends, I'll tell you the answer. I live in the future, man. I know it's worked out already. Okay, you can't really know, but you're playing for that world. I've already manifested it in my head. I'm like, don't worry about the PLS going up. I don't care about that. That's a boring part. Now, I'm here for the Pikachus. I'm here for the na-na-na, the Freedom of Peaches, the DickWifButt, the PDI trying to get to $1. You know what I mean? I'm here for that. And that's what you're here for as well. Like I said, 90% call, 10% lottery. But also, now, friends, I'm just trying to help you, give you competitive edge out there. For people who want to like do the research, let's just be honest. It's a numbers game. I have 5,500 Telegram people or whatever in my official Telegram. And there's like Tang Gang has 2,500 and they're very rabid users, okay? So you can like put them on a blue pillar. Atropa has thousands as well, okay? So you can put them in different category. Then if someone has like a group and they have like, you know, 200 people in there, you just know, okay, you're a smaller network effect. So you really got to see something special in them to think that this thing's going to grow more. And don't forget, we are still tiny because you look, dude, these market caps are a joke. Come on, friends. 2 million market cap. Look at this, 2 million. FDV's fake, friends, because it's all burned. It's all burned. 2 million market cap, you're like, yeah, it's a joke. So basically giving you the answers. Okay, we know the answers here. And now you just have to wait with time. So even though you know all the answers, okay, sweet. When's it going to happen? I don't know. Go pop some Xannies or something and come back in a few months. We'll see. But this is ultimately what it comes down to. All right, now, of course, let's go through the risks. The risk is that if Richard Hart pumps his bags, nobody wants to spend any of the PLS, PLSX, or HEX. They just want to leave it in there. That is a risk. I give that very low odds, though, because we've literally never seen that ever. All right, we've never seen that ever. Just to let you know, Ethereum, Bitcoin, friends, they even started buying Bitcoin JPEGs in the recent run-up of Bitcoin, okay, 6 months ago. They literally started buying and minting runes and then the ordinals, and then there was Chinese grandmas and grandpas. Yeah. So the fact that Bitcoin with like literally F-grade technology, you can't even call it tech pretty much. That's how slow and clunky. It's literally wooden. Like the blockchain's made out of wood, okay? It's got like gray hairs coming out of its ears. That's how old it is. Even the Bitcoiners started degenning with altcoins, okay? And yeah, they went 100x on the BTC. That's nuts, all right? So if even the Bitcoiners who were meant to be fully religious maxis and they consider yield and altcoining to be a sin, if even they could not forego the sweet temptation, curvy lady, succubus, the thighs and legs of the altcoins, if they couldn't resist the temptation, then what chance does a PulseChain person have? No chance, you know what I mean? And by the way, don't think of it like you're succumbing to everything, but yeah, you are playing the casino, but it's a psychological wealth effect. Okay, it happens in the US economy and everything else. So it's not a stretch to think that, okay, if PLS goes up, people are going to be rotating and these altcoin and meme coins are going to rocket up even more. It's not a stretch to think that. In fact, you have to show me evidence where that won't happen. That's how much the odds are stacked in our favor. In like way. We have the way higher probability that we're going to be benefiting from this, okay? And of course, at the end of the day, you might ask, well, if the odds are so high, why doesn't anybody see it? They do see it. They're just soy boys. Friends, Soyboys got to buy after 9 green monthly candles. Do you understand? They can't buy this. They can't. Soyboys, they drink soy. They don't know what protein is. They don't do 12 push-ups. You understand? They don't. They don't like being first. They're losers. You understand? They don't like leading. They don't like being in charge. They don't like having a direction from the start. They can't trust themselves to like walk into an empty room of naked women and control themselves. They just can't, friends. They don't know what the hell's going on. You understand? That they can't be first. They like being second, third, fifth, 9th, 19th. They love sloppy seconds. Okay, they love that. They feel comfortable with that. They don't like starting a trend. They don't even like being really early to a trend. Okay, they want everybody else to be in first so they can get in. I mean, that's why they're eating bugs and drinking soy. Okay, they're the ones who are eating the cricket packets. Okay, for their fake protein, whatever's in those crickets. So you can't rely on them. However, there's a lot of them. And if the narrative goes on long enough, these people believe they're still early. And then once they start just piling on each other for momentum, you have your big fat burst of like, wealth adoption and everything else coming in. So there you have it, friends. The PulseChain scam, okay? In a nutshell, instead of picking like, oh, is it going to be the Tang gang who gets the most market cap? Or is it going to be the Atropa or the 9-inch or the Hexy Bastard or the Pika or whatever it is? Dude, just start handing them out. Bang, 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 bang. And trust me, I'll tell you one thing, right? Once one of them goes up hard enough, there's going to be people rotating and they're going to go to the other altcoins anyway. That's what happened, friends. So like, let's say in an unlikely world, PDI by itself just gets the 50 cents. Okay, it literally just gets just PDI. No one ever buys a single altcoin. PDI somehow gets the 50 cents. There are going to be people dumping their PDI. Now they've cashed out like 2 million. And they'll just go buy the other altcoins in the PulseChain ecosystem. But here's the thing. Once they start buying them, they flush up the candles. Once those candles are flushed up, like let's say somebody from PDI, let's say someone's got 5 million PDI and then it hits 50 cents. They have $2.5 million, okay? They take like 100 grand out of that and then they come and then they buy Pika. And then Pika, they just make this candle go up. Bang, okay? This candle doing up this will grab so many people's attention that everybody starts wondering, oh my gosh, this thing's going to the moon. And then that feeds on itself. And it just started from one guy who made 2.5 million, who took 100K out of that 2.5 million. He's still got 2.4 million on the side. He's got 100K here. He just smacks it up and then he just starts to snowball. And then guess what? He's dreaming of like another 20x. So then he himself will help fuel the Pika narrative. And that, my friends, is exactly the entire world of crypto. Bitcoin goes up. People take money out of that. They sweep some altcoins. They try to start narratives in there. And because everybody's rich, everyone's like, whoa. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Like Bitcoin's moving and this coin's moving. And there your friends have, that's the reflexive system of crypto. But obviously there's a lot of different paths for the reflex to happen. In PulseChain though, because we've done all the homework, we know the ecosystem inside, out, left, and right. We know, all right, well, bet on team blue, orange, yellow, red, the Batman symbol guy, the Sonic, bet on the Pika, bet on everything. Just bet on more. Because eventually, friends, they have basically buckets. And the liquidity has to fill up in one of these places. It has to. All right? However, I don't know which one, and you don't know which one either. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the most powerful thing is Pulse itself, PLS, is so deeply oversold, and there's a guy with $1 billion ready to pump it, that the distance it can fly up means that even a tiny lottery ticket in any of the winning coins will go absolutely monstrous. You know what else is monstrous? Our friendship. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell mom and dad you love them. Catch you soon.